What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Johnny Rastafari, and today I'm here to talk to y'all about who I think Scarlett Johansson is going to play in The Batman Part 2. Now, a lot of people had guessed that she could either be playing Vicky Val, Phantasm, Poison Ivy, Rachel, and all those are great guesses, but this who I think why she's not going to be playing those characters. One of those characters she may well be playing, but the other ones I think she's not going to be playing. Rachel, Poison Ivy, and Vicky Val. Now you say, Johnny Rastafari, why do you think that? Because Matt Reeves came out and said himself that this character, this surprise character that ScarJo is going to be playing is a character that never been shown in cinema on a Batman movie. We know Poison Ivy played in a Batman movie before. I believe that was either Batman and Robin or Batman Returns, but it been the campy Batman movie from the 90s. Rachel been in a movie before. She been in the Christopher Nolan's movies, Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, I believe. Yeah, she was in The Dark Knight as well. And Vicky Val was in the very first Batman movie, Tim Burton, from 1989. So those three characters shouldn't be in this film. Now the Phantasm, she could be the Phantasm, but the Phantasm get a little tricky because the Phantasm did show up in a film, but it was an animated film, Batman the Mask of the Phantasm from the early 90s. And he didn't say anything about animation, a character that hasn't shown an animation, but he didn't differentiate from live action. He just say in cinema. So who knows how the leadway in that. So Phantasm, that's still up in the air. She could most definitely be Phantasm. But my theory, who I think that nobody is saying that ScarJo could be playing, I think ScarJo gonna be playing an obscure character. What obscure character? I believe ScarJo is going to be playing Silver St. Cloud. Yes, Silver St. Cloud. A lot of y'all might don't even know who that character is, and I'm about to explain. Okay, for starters, Silver St. Cloud did show up in a few Batman properties. Listen, Batman been out since the 1930s, 1940s. We've been getting a lot of shows, a lot of animation, a lot of movies. I think almost every single Batman character probably was sprinkled in a bits and pieces over the years. So it's going to be hard to have a character in the Batman verse doing a Batman film that you say never shown up before. That's hard. Batman is like the most popular character ever. So there you have it. But she did show up in the Gotham series, season 1 or season 2 on Fox. A lot of y'all probably don't even remember that she did. And she also shown up in a few Batman animated series as well. But why I think Silver St. Cloud? Okay, we know that this character is going to be a love interest to Bruce. She was a love interest to Bruce. She got introduced, I believe, in the Batman 470. I believe it was 470 back in the mid 1970s. And yeah, she was a love interest from Bruce since they was young teenage years, all the way through growing up into him becoming Batman. And not only that, she's also grew up in a rich family. That's how she met Bruce. And not only that, as she grew up, she became an influencer. Now this in the comics in the 1970s. You know they can implement that in these movies today. She could be like a social media influencer. She can host a lot of different events around Gotham. They can make that work in a modern Batman movie. So in the comics, she was an influencer. She hosted big parties, like gala-like parties. And she was in love with Bruce. Now, Matt Reeves also said, well, rumors said, that confirmed the story, saying that this character in Batman Part 2 also going to be a villainous role. Now, here's my theory. I think the Court of Owls, everybody guessed the Court of Owls might be introduced in this film, and we never got a Court of Owls live action. I know that for a fact. So what if she's coming along with, now what's the Court of Owls? The Court of Owls is basically a secret organization of rich families that is basically like the Illuminati in Gotham, basically. So it's like this secret organization of rich families, and they also have crime families, people that put money into Gotham or whatever, and they basically run Gotham from the underground. That's the Court of Owls. So almost everything you can think of that run through Gotham, whether it be political, maybe criminal, all that is somehow come through the Court of Owls. They control it all. And there's a lot of different rich families. So while I'm thinking Silver St. Cloud, like she grew up in this, like her family, the Clouds, is one of the richest family in the organization that also grew up with the Waynes, the Falcones, you know, and she grew up along with Bruce as they was growing up. But as they grew up, and you know, y'all know Bruce's story, he went his trajectory after his parents got murdered and became Batman, and she went her way, running her family fortune. But then as she grew up to be an influencer, running these parties and these gigs for the Court of Owls while she's in love with Bruce. And I think her mission is basically to get Bruce company and have his company basically fund and control Gotham. Now, she fall in love with Bruce in the comics, and also in the comics, I believe she was the very first person that figured out that Bruce Wayne was Batman. Yo, that could be in this movie. I mean, I haven't seen the part 1, but I'm not too sure if Selena Kyle realized if that was Bruce. I gotta rewatch that movie, but maybe she did. But anyways, you know, the movies always switch things up from the comics. But in the comics, Silver St. Cloud was the first person who figured out that, you know, Bruce Wayne was Batman. And I think she's gonna use that to her advantage. And she's gonna like manipulate him and try to take over his company to run Gotham. They probably still gonna fall in love, but that's gonna be like her villainous role. You can change her role up a lot. You can have her being like a martial artist. You can make her a meta-human, like if you're trying to spice it up. But you know, Matt Reeves, like a realistic take. He's really not with the comic booky side of things. He's more like a Christopher Nolan. He liked to put like the Batman in this movie as if we had the Batman in real life. So that's like how Christopher Nolan attacked his trilogy, and it's the same way as Matt Reeves attacking his trilogy, if he gets a trilogy. Hopefully he do, because I love Batman Part 1, and I'm pretty sure the Batman Part 2 gonna be phenomenal. But hey, I could ramble on about this all day, but that's just my theory. Like, ScarJo can easily play the Phantasm. I don't think she's gonna be Poison Ivy, because we've seen Poison Ivy before. I don't think she's gonna be Vicky Val, because we've seen Vicky Val before. And I most definitely don't think she's gonna be Rachel, because we just seen Rachel in the generation prior. And the Christopher Nolan, people say that's the greatest Batman trilogy of all time. That trilogy is well known. That trilogy built the DC back up. That's the reason why we got the DCU. That was the reason why we got the DCEU. People know. So most definitely we're not getting Rachel. So the top 2 is either Phantasm, but my theory that nobody's saying, that you hearing it first on this channel, on Johnny Rastafari, I'm thinking ScarJo is gonna play Silver St. Cloud. But hey, that's my thoughts. Write down in the comments below what you think. You think my theory is crazy? If you got theories on your own, if you like this video, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I see y'all again. As I always say, peace and one love, one heart, one mind. Rastafari. ScarJo is gonna be Silver. She's gonna be Silver St. Cloud.